Welcome back to E-Erotic the brand. Hi, my name is Eden Lee Middleman, your favorite dating and sex coach, and I promise you guys that this episode is going to be spicy. We're going to get into how to increase the pleasure in the bedroom for yourself and your partner. These might overlap with a lot of the other episodes I've done on different types of erogenous zones on the body, which will immediately elevate your pleasure in any sexual experience that you have if you know these secret little parts of the body that really will stimulate a lot of sexual pleasure. I will link all the episodes that I recommend you listening to or watching in the description of this episode so that you guys can revert back to them if you want some more ideas and get the juices flowing and going. Sometimes really basic, simple sex is great sex, and there should absolutely be no pressure in always trying to elevate your sexual experience because that is a never-ending climb. A lot of people end up getting greedy or getting bored because they think that sexual pleasure should increase every single time you get in the bedroom. And sometimes you just want to get in and get out. Sometimes you just want to enjoy it. Sometimes you guys are busy. Sometimes you just need to have sex for the physical aspect, not the emotional. And sometimes you need it for both. And so you really just have to read the room, guide it, and not apply pressure to your partner or yourself because that will immediately kill the fucking buzz and make any sexual experience dull, boring, uncomfortable, and even will lower your self-esteem and make you a little bit insecure. However, if you or your partner feel like there is something missing or you want to explore more, you are responsible for communicating that with your partner. Communication obviously is the number one rule, the number one way to go when you are trying to do anything in the bedroom, when you're trying to experiment, when you're trying to explore. Now, communicating doesn't mean I want you to do this. It should be phrased more so as, are you interested in doing this? Is this something you like? Is this something that you don't like? Is there something that you wish we could try more of? These are fun conversations to have over a glass of wine, post-dinner, or right before you know you might be getting into the mood, or right before you know you might be having sex. Is there anything you want to try this time around? And make sure it's an open dialogue. That is the most important, making sure it's a conversation rather than, here's what I want to do. And then your partner might be like, oh, fuck, I don't want to do that. And if you are the partner that says, ooh, I don't want to do that, you have to make it be known. That doesn't mean that you're not a sex goddess. That doesn't mean that he or she will not like you. And if they don't, then they're fucking idiots and you shouldn't be dating them or fucking them. This means that you guys can zoom into what it is that your partner might be interested in and figure out if there's other forms of that, other alternatives, other things that maybe you're more comfortable with. If you don't know, trying it and then letting them know during sex that maybe you're not into it. And your partner should respect those boundaries. Consent obviously is of utmost importance and will make sure that you both are enjoying the experience. I know you guys are going to hate what I have to say next, but foreplay all day, baby. Foreplay is probably the best part of sex for a lot of people, especially women. And it's something that I've preached. I'm a fucking advocate for foreplay. If foreplay could sponsor me, honestly, I will be talking about foreplay all day because this shit is really what differentiates decent sex and good sex. Foreplay can actually benefit you for either lasting longer, finishing quicker. It depends on how you use foreplay. You can even take pauses during your sexual experiences to revert back to foreplay to extend the experience. And this also allows you to explore your partner's body and kind of feel them out and get to know them more in a more explorative sense rather than just like physically fucking, you know? Just think about like Dora the Explorer, you know, when you're foreplay or don't. That's fucking weird. You're just like walking around, you know, you have this map, like where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Ooh, does she like that? Does he like that? And just feel the vibe and read it out. When you spend long on foreplay, the sex can be meh. And they're going to remember that experience as wonderful. So this is your key to success. I'm not going to get in detail of what kind of foreplay or how to foreplay. Unless you want a separate episode on that, let me know in the comments below on my YouTube video. But I have definitely spoken on it on my how to be better in bed videos, which again will be linked in the description. I'm going to get micro here because this can be a part of foreplay. Tingle massages. Holy fuck. I don't know if you guys experience this. If you're ticklish, this might be a no-go for you, so make sure you know your partner. but those soft touches just like up on the arm, those like little tingles, almost like ASMR vibes, you know, those like little goosebumps that you get from these tingle massages. What I mean by tingle massages is not like, okay, get on the massage bed, I'll get the massage oil and we're just going to do that. Unless that's your vibe, then by all means. This could be a great way also to lean into a sexual experience by doing something like a massage first and giving to your partner, which could be cute. Valentine's Day is around the corner, so that could be a good little fun little surprise that you throw in there. For me, those tingle massages turn me the fuck on. And if my man just like is rubbing my hair or like my ear here, like tucking my hair behind my ear or like down my neck or my back or my arm, I'm like, fucking take me. You know what I mean? Now, incorporating that while you're having sex is beyond. Like you're on sensory overload in the best way possible. We have sensory receptors in the skin and muscles, and so sometimes just touching certain areas of your body will trigger this tingly sensation. Just makes your body relaxed and feel more rejuvenated. But for some, it can be something that turns them on, makes them feel more at ease with the experience. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that sex can only be good when your mind, body, and soul are fully into the moment and relaxed. Relaxation is a way of being present in the moment, which will inevitably enhance your pleasure in the bedroom. Like right before you're about to have sex, or if you're slowing into sex, sometimes changing the tempo is great. And this is where tingling massages make sense. If you're starting off slow, just touching each other around the body, exploring the body, and then getting to the genital area as like the finale of your tingle massage is phenomenal. Even while you're fucking, if it's slow, it makes sense to like rub your hands along the areas that you know your partner is going to feel a different type of sensation to. Lube! All right, I don't want to hear none of you fucking come at me and say, oh, she's already wet, or I'm wet, or I don't need lube, or lube. There is some sort of shitty stereotype here that is just so not true. Lube is not meant for just lubrication because someone is not wet, okay? Lubricant will increase your pleasure if you have the right lubricant. And let me tell you, as a dating and sex coach, I have a whole drawer of different types of lube that I have tested and that I have vetted. And there is one that stands out, one that has always made my partners freak the fuck out, like fall in love. This is the one lube that I gift to all of my friends and family for different types of occasions because it is that good. And let me tell you, every single person that has used it has come back to me and been like, that is mind blowing. Like I was like anti-lube because I thought I was like holier than thou and like wet as fuck, like the fucking ocean. But when they pull out this lube, they realize it has nothing to do with wetness. Let me explain. I use the Woo More Play, and I have worked with them in the past when I was a co-host on a different show. I had the full bottle. I completely ran out. I'm talking like I don't even use up my beauty products fully. So like tell me how I fucking use the lube up fully. You know, it's gotta be beyond good. And you guys know I don't bullshit. This isn't sponsored. None of that. I'm just giving you guys my fucking hacks, my tips. I'm showing you these. These are the Woo Quickies. They're so cute. They come in a little box. And you have like the little packets here. As you can see, they have been used and abused. And I love it. So this basically gives me the amount that I need for a blowjob, for sex, for different types of play around the body. It is a coconut oil-based lube, which is great for vaginal. Okay, I prefer a water-based lube for any butt play. As you guys know, it's just always healthier and better. But this is an organic oil-based lube. I don't like putting chemicals. I don't like scents. I don't like irritations. I'm very sensitive. I'm a clean person. I'm vegetarian, la-di-fucking-da. This is what I use. It is phenomenal. They're an 8 milliliter packet that you just rip open and douse yourself, baby. Douse yourself. The nice thing about coconut oil lube is, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's kind of like thick, meaning it's not super watery and there's going to be grip. Sometimes even when I'm touching myself, if it's too wet, I like don't feel the sensation as much anymore. You need some grip. You need something a little thicker where it's going to glide smooth, but you're still going to feel it, right? So this is the creme de la creme of literally every lube that exists in this planet so far. I am so sorry. Try and change my mind. You can't. This tastes good too, okay? Light, sweet taste. So you can be eating whatever you want to eat, you know? You can be sucking whatever you want to suck on, and you're going to be enjoying it, all right? it kind of counteracts all of the skin taste and smell after a while. So this is why I love it. My partner loves using it to masturbate, loves using it when we fuck, loves when I put this on and give him my signature blowjob. I mean, this is gold, guys, and fucking with this is incredible. This will really elevate your sexual experience because it is a different sensation. It doesn't make you tingle or anything like that. There's no chemicals in it. It is just good old lube. And if you haven't used it or are not using it, this is a quick fix. So simple. Go to your fucking routine. Go to your go-to positions. Use this and it'll already elevate your pleasure. This is a perfect segue to accessories and other products that I'm going to recommend to you guys. And here's my thing. I'm not a big toy in the bedroom person, especially when it is with somebody who is your partner, you're in a relationship with. You don't want to rely on the toys to stimulate you and give you pleasure and help you orgasm all the time, because then you're losing that from your partner. You become reliant on the toys. The man gets a little sloppy and lazy, and it becomes easier to just whip out the vibrator, whip out whatever the vibrating tool might be in that moment and have it work for them. I think the beauty of sex is that you're both trying to pleasure each other. And if that takes longer, then that's great. You have more time trying to do that for one another. Now, I know everyone has their own reasons and own preferences. If that works for you, great, but be careful. Always make sure you can go back to basic sex without using toys and anything like that, just to reconnect, realign, and make sure you're not going on a really bad trajectory where you feel like you need more and more and more. The greed, you'll never be satisfied. You'll never be fulfilled. That's the problem with sex. That's the problem with porn. That's the problem with toys. We want to make sure that we're limiting them. Nobody advertises it. Nobody says that. There is some sort of form of addiction that builds with using toys because it's so much easier. Once I started using my vibrator, it was very hard for me to go back to my hands and my fingers, which sucks, you know, and I've had to like retrain myself. And you see, it happens so easily because it's just for convenience sake. And for convenience sake, it is not always for, you know, pleasure's sake or to take the experience to that next level. Okay. Believe it or not, it might sound contradictory. Like, oh yeah, I have the best orgasms with my vibrator. Okay. But you need to try and get to your best orgasms with your partner, right? That is a building experience for you and your partner and your sex life. So thank me later. However, there are 2 toys I'm going to recommend that are mutually beneficial to both ends, to both partners. And there's something that you probably haven't heard of, very special, very unique. So the first thing I want to mention, which is kind of obvious, is a cock ring. So a vibrating love ring, for example. This is the 50 Shades of Grey Sensation cock ring. I will link where I got it down below. It is a Canadian online sex toy shop. You can also access my coaching services on there as well if you'd like. It comes in a really cute little pouch. So this is great. If you don't know what a cock ring is, you put it on your dick and it sends these pulsating sort of vibrations, and you can change the different tempo, different types of vibrations for a lot of cock rings in general on the market. When you put it on, it's for the guy. It obviously keeps him stimulated longer and keep him harder for longer. That is sort of the concept behind a cock ring. However, it's not just about you, baby boy. I'm going to set my microphone down so I can show you guys this device. This cock ring comes in like a little, I love this little zip pouch, and it looks like this. Okay, if you've never seen one. There's different types on the market, like I said, ones without sort of like this big bulge here. This is meant for me, okay, for her. And this vibrates as well as the rest of the cock ring, obviously. And this creates so much more stimulation for me while we are having sex. So if you do want to have a toy that is entering the bedroom, I want to make sure that we both benefit from it. I think it allows us to connect more than just a he or she toy, which sometimes is okay here and there for someone's birthday, you know what I mean? Okay, we're going to try something new. This is a great beginner's toy to introduce into the bedroom that is not overwhelming, that does not stick to some type of narrative, that is good for, you know, people who want to call themselves very basic and vanilla in the bedroom. I'm not trying to be offensive, and there's nothing wrong with that. And for those that are a little bit more experimental. Next thing I want to show you guys that is a great accessory to add to the bedroom. This is really great for the guys who are on the smaller side, or for those that want to experiment with butt play. This does not necessarily have to do with butt play, but I'll explain to you the breakdown of this product. This is something I have never seen ever, okay? This was recently introduced to me by Couples & Co. Again, a Canadian online sex toy shop. And it is called the Exposed Booty Tape, and it says for the booty lover. So basically it spreads your butt cheeks open so you don't have to hold them. It's great for any type of position that requires vaginal penetration, but you want it from behind. This allows your partner to go in deeper, make you feel like they are bigger, even if they're not, because the butt cheeks get in the way. We get it. It's normal. Nothing to be ashamed of. This is also great for anal for those that want to experiment or want deeper penetration, are a little bit more experienced. This is great. Holds the booty open. Butthole is exposed at all times. Some guys just like looking at the butthole. And if you just want to throw that on and create a surprise and have him visually stimulated, this is fantastic as well. It is sexy. It's black, thick tape. It's really great to put on. It is heavy duty. It does come off easily as well. It's not painful. It's not like ripping on my skin. It is tape for the skin, for the body. So it's designed exactly for that. You don't have to worry. You literally get 20 strips in here. I'm going to show you guys how they look like and explain to you the application. This is amazing. There's many other ways you can use this too for your guy. If he likes his butt eaten out, this is great. Keeps it spread. And it's really cute for foreplay because your man can apply it onto you, you know, which is kind of sexy. So you grab 2 of these and then you rip off the back here. It's really easy. And then how I like to apply is I like to apply the 2 sides here onto my butt. And then I like to pull and then this little tab here towards my hip area. All of these products are linked in my description as well, or you can shop them on my Amazon storefront. Make sure you're stimulating all of the senses, guys. Think of all your senses. What can I hear? So talking, noises, maybe music, put on the background. What can I see? Set the tone, maybe red lighting, dim lighting. Okay, smell, get a candle, get something going that smells nice. Taste, the lube I recommended, my friends. So when you're having sex, think about, while I'm physically being stimulated here, what else can I do or say, or how can I set this up to make this experience better? It's going to make it feel special, even just by dimming the lights this time or putting on a sexy playlist. It's important to pour in effort into sex because I know it can sometimes get routine for people that are in relationships, and just doing that can elevate the experience. Again, on paper, it seems like nothing much. When I tell you this, you're probably gonna be like, oh, basic, boring, like nothing mind blowing. I knew that. But you're not implementing it. But you're not fucking implementing it. And I know it, and it shows. So you just want to set it up. You want to set it up. Vocalize to your partner. Maybe we should light some candles. Maybe should we go take a bath first? Maybe, you know, whatever it is, start doing something different. Switch it up. Stimulate other senses. And that will immediately elevate your pleasure. This goes without saying. This is really simple. Get creative. Leave some of your tips or tricks down below of what you do to elevate your sexual experience to help the community out. Time. You want to have blocked off time for sex. Now, it doesn't mean to schedule it in your fucking Google Calendar unless that's what it takes. Then yeah, you're going to want to do it. That's how much effort you should be putting in. That's how much importance you should be putting into your sex life with a partner, especially because it is one of the biggest pillars when it comes to relationships. Say what you want, that sex is not important, that sex is not important. It is to every human being. It also helps with intimacy and connection beyond just physical pleasure. It builds trust with one another. You learn about them in different ways than you would outside of the bedroom. Here's how I schedule the time or set the mood. Me and my partner can be very busy. Life is all over the place. And we know that we get to bed, we have some time, you know, we either read. So sometimes instead of sitting and reading, we're going to dim the lights, turn on the red light, and it signifies to one another that we're ready to go. Or we don't put the dog on the bed, you know, we kind of sit and have a conversation, and then we kiss a little, and then we just go from there, you know? So make sure you're setting the time by setting the mood. This will indicate to your mind that it's time to have sex, just like it's time to go to bed. You know, no screen time, no this, no that, no distractions. Find a time where you can close the door, be in silence, and be with your partner, and explore those moments. And there should be no, okay, you know, gotta wrap it up, or okay this, or okay that. You make time for the things that you want and that are valuable to you. And trust me, if this doesn't feel valuable to you, start pouring in more time and energy into this, and you will see how your relationship will change. Try something new. Basic, boring, but not really, because what are your go-to positions? Can you find another one to like substitute your top 3? Can you switch one out? Have you tried enough to understand or to know? That doesn't mean to go on a quest of like switching positions throughout the whole sexual experience. That can get so annoying, so obnoxious, and just busy. And I'm not like enjoying it. Like, let me feel things out. Take a while. Pick one new position to try out in the bedroom and introduce that once in a while. So like once a week or every other week, depending on how your sex schedule is. Try something new. That could mean just crossing your legs over in missionary instead of keeping them wide open. That could mean initiating to turn around for your partner if you know that's what they like. Like doing these things, just tweaking and switching what you already know about this person, what they like, and implementing that in what you like. Sometimes just taking the initiative to do these things and trying or telling them that you want to do this is hot in and of itself and excites the other person and makes your experience more pleasurable, exciting, and fulfilling. So go research positions. Don't watch porn. Okay, porn's not going to help you. It's just going to fuck you up in the brain. Go research some different positions and see what you're into. So if you like missionary, how can you elevate missionary? If you like doggy style, how can you elevate doggy style? And maybe even brainstorm with your partner if you guys are open like that and feel comfortable talking about those things. Maybe they have some ideas. Last but not least, vocalization in the bedroom. Guys, when I tell you, speak. This goes with stimulating your senses. I made a whole episode on dirty talk in the bedroom. Go watch that alongside the other videos I mentioned, because this will help you. I'm going to tell you something. I didn't think I was a big vocalization kind of girly in the bedroom, and I don't like to personally talk that much. I know what to say when I want to say it at different moments. I know what works for me and my partner, but when he says some shit, some of the things that I didn't think I would ever like, I do. And that is because we've explored this. Sometimes I even tell him to tell me, you know, what he wants, what he's thinking, if it feels good for him, what about it? Like sometimes I'll ask like simple, sexy questions. Now, this is where you have to be careful, because if you're going to start asking too much or talking too much, that might throw the other person off. And sometimes that's not their vibe. So again, talk to your partner about it. You know, or like say, can you call me this? Or like, can you do this? You know, I love when you do that. Or just vocalizing to see if they can reciprocate that as well. And my man, my girl, whoever's watching this, try and say something if you usually don't. You know, just acknowledging what feels good is a great place to start. Or just telling them, like sometimes I like to just repeat what I know he likes. And that works on girls too. That works on me too. So it's just hot because as they're saying things, you're already in the heat of the moment. You're being stimulated. And now you're having someone speak to you things that is painting a picture in your head. So there's just like a lot of places that you can stimulate, including your brain, and maybe even insinuate what might be happening next and anticipate that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope you guys got a few tips and tricks, maybe some things you're going to try out tonight. Have an amazing time. Be safe. Don't forget to follow my podcast everywhere you listen to podcasts, E-Rodic by Eden Middleman. Give it 5 large and in charge stars. It means the world to me. Don't forget to like this YouTube video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as hit the bell for notifications for more of this type of content coming your way. And I will see you guys back here very soon. Take care.